My name is Cassandra, and I'm going to give you a few basic steps on CPR. Supposing this is Bob, say, hi Bob. Right now Bob's doing well, and all of a sudden Bob is having chest pains. He's going to lay down. Oh, my chest, my chest. What we're going to do is we're going to assess the scene. We're going to make sure that it's safe for us to go over here to see if Bob is all right. And then this is what we do. Hi, are you all right? My name's Cassandra. I know CPR. I come to help you. First, we're going to check to see if Bob is breathing. There is no breath. So now we're going to tilt Bob's head back. And we're going to pinch his nose. And what we're going to do is 2 rescue breaths. Then we're going to take our hands and we're going to put it on top of each other, right between the nipple line of the mannequin. And we're going to do 30 compressions. 1, 100, 2, 100, 3, 100, 4, 100, 4, 100, 6, 100, 7, 108. Then, once we reach 30, we're going back to Bob. We're going to tilt his head again. 2 breaths again. We're going to place our hands back here. 1, 2, 3. Now, everyone has a cell phone. What you would do is, if you're by yourself, you do 2 cycles. Then you would run, call 911, give the location, come back to Bob, and you start again. If you're in a group of people, you holler, someone call 911. While they're doing that, you will continue. You only do this to a person who is either gasping for air, making a sound, or someone that's unconscious. You do not perform CPR on a person such as I am standing here talking. Along with this, you will continue until EMS comes. So you would have your ABCs. First, you would assess the scene, do your 2 breaths, and your 30 compressions. A, B, C. If an event that you have never been trained to perform CPR, you can contact agencies such as the American Red Cross, American Heart Association, or the institute that I am authorized to train as an instructor is American Health and Safety Institute. Along with this, if Bob was coming back to his normal self, what we can do is turn Bob on his left side. This prevents any food that may have been ingested by Bob to go out the side of his mouth instead of coming up in your face. As of last year, they decided that for a lot of people that could not remember to do the 2 breaths, that now you can just do the 30 compressions. So if I came up to Bob and I see that he's been unconscious, what I'll do is I'll start the compressions right away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I continue the compressions. 5 cycles, or until EMS come or I am exhausted from doing it. Never take a deep breath before blowing. What can happen is you and Bob may be laying side by side because you're taking all the air from yourself. Another thing is, if an event that Bob was choking, Bob had some roast beef at a dinner party, and he's coughing. What you can do, and you don't have to be trained, if the person is really coughing and continuously coughing, it might sound a little silly, but tell them to continue to cough. This will bring whatever item that is lunged in the throat out. If an event that is hung and Bob is turning red, per se, what we do is we're going to perform the Heimlich maneuver. You would take your fist and you would place it here in the abdomen of Bob, abdomen area. You would take your other hand and you're going to do upward thrust. It's a little hard, but this is how you do it. This will, whatever item that's lunged in his throat shall come out. Now, there is a chance where Bob may need CPR. We would make Bob comfortable, make sure that they're laying on the ground, and we would do tilt the head, do our 2 breaths, and our 30 compressions. The good thing about performing CPR is once you perform it, you cannot be sued. You are covered under Good Samaritan Act, which means that if you perform CPR on an unconscious person and they had a do not resuscitate order, you cannot be liable because you don't know. Also, with first aid, it saves a life. It could be, the person can be having a stroke or they can be having a heart attack. And one of the symptoms of a heart attack is a person is holding their chest or they may pass out. If you know that that person takes any type of medicine, such as nitroglycerin, that medicine may be placed under their tongue, sublingual. If that person is having more chest pains, you can give them baby aspirins. Baby aspirin is used to help dissolve the blood clot and the flow to the heart. Always remember, if in the event that the person is having a heart attack, please call 911. Never try to take that person to the hospital. Never try to do anything beyond your scope. Again, if you've never been trained, do not try to perform CPR on anyone. And this concludes Bob and Cassandra's presentation of CPR. Thank you.
And that's it.